The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. And the Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go to work first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big to me.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the run, still looking. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he closed down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He takes it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Wormley.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Fox. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, and making big plays.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Wormley. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Motion from the wideout. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Using his legs, it's Purdue. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Parks. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
They'll try the run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans in the hurry-up. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Dropping back, it's Parks. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later.
Breaks into the open. And a little more more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get on this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Connection to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Fox. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take off. Running through contact. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Trying to set the tone with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Gets the first himself. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Fox. Makes the grab. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. The give to the back. Turning it on. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got him. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Skips away from pressure. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Parks. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes in the 39.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The option look. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice jump game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down will open up the final period. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quick completion on the out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to throw, it's Parks. On the move, he fires. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense showing blitz here. He'll set up to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Purdue! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. On the option. Here's the handoff. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. The give as they work on that clock. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down off the ice, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, David, moving forward. They're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle.